Hey everybody, it's Mo Love for You, and I am back. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is self-care and self-love, and how self-love and self-care go hand in hand. So, let's see. Whew. It's been a day today, but when it comes to self-love, you have to realize that what you are feeling on the inside comes out on the outside. And if someone is caring for themselves on the outside, it triggers the inside to feel a little bit more, uplifted. And this is true. This is true. So I want to start off with talking about my struggles with self-care and self-love. And I always felt like I always believed in myself and, did the best for myself to care for myself. But I kind of, would let myself, I don't know the best way of saying it, like let myself go back in the day, like not really keeping up on having the nice clothes and dressing up and dressing nice. And I bring this up because I hear that we have a problem in our community, and it's about time we talk about it. So someone was telling me about how they went out to the job center, or where you would apply for food stamps and government assistance, and they saw a lot of Black women dressing, the word isn't down, and no shade to my sisters, because I love y'all with all my heart, but dressing in pajama pants, like slippers, not necessarily even flip-flops, just slippers. Obviously there's the whole bonnet thing that people want to, I don't have a problem with the bonnets, but it's just looking unkept and messy. And the reason I bring this up is, for one, again, no shade on my queens at all, but to say, is this truly an issue? Is that a reflection of something? Is a reflection of what we're feeling inside? When I say we, I mean everyone that goes outside or that's around other people with a very unkept way. Now, one way you can say, oh, that's poverty. Maybe that person's struggling and they can't financially buy better clothes. But it's not always what you see. It's also what some people say and what comes out of their mouth that makes you think like, okay, something's going on inside. This person could be struggling with self-love. That's why they're struggling with self-care. Makes sense to me. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about self-care and self-love and how it goes hand in hand. So if I feel great on the inside, first thing I'm gonna make sure I do is I keep up what's going on the outside. That's the first thing, because I'm thinking, I feel great. Let's make sure what's in the inside is radiating outward. Now let's say the flip side. If I'm feeling crummy, I might not put that much effort into what I'm wearing for that time or what I'm doing, because blah, I feel blah and I don't care. And I'm not talking about, when I say me, I'm not really talking about me when I say that, but people don't care. So let's flip this, because we're talking about how we're feeling the inside reflecting the out. Let's talk about when we do go and get some self-care done. How does that in return make you feel? Because when I do my nails, when I do my hair, when I give myself a pedicure, man, do I feel good inside. I really do. I can walk around with my head up, chest out, and really feeling good about myself. But that comes from the fact that I took the time to fix what was going on the outside. And in return, it reflected on the inside, and I started feeling great. And that's the same way if you take care of the outside, or if you neglect the outside, then that could make you feel crummy. If you ever walk into the store with your pajamas on, and feel like everyone is looking at you, well, honey, they might be. But also the other part is you're feeling a little insecure because you know you didn't put as much effort into it at this moment. Now, I don't want to sit here, like I said, there are some people that feel bonnets are inappropriate. They feel like pajama pants is inappropriate, go outside and dress. And if you look at some pictures from back in the day, as a people, we dressed our butt off. Like, we did not walk out the door until we were dressed to the nine from head to toe. And what did that do for your confidence? Even if you were struggling through whatever you're struggling through, when you went outside looking good, you felt like you wanted to hold your head up high. You felt like, who can tell me anything? Everybody has bought something new, put that new outfit on, especially the first day of school. Everybody remember that. First day of school had to be lit, and your outfit had to be on point. So, you did that for a reason, because you wanted to feel great on the first day of school. You wanted to feel ready for whatever, and you were. Now, as the weeks go by, it kind of dwindles down, but you wanted to start off on a good foot. And that's what I would say for people for our everyday. We have to go into the world with that mindset. I have to dress prepared for the day. I have to look like I am prepared for that day. I have to take care of myself. And now everybody knows what I do. I'm a certified licensed advanced nail tech. I'm also a certified master pedicurist. So I do nails, I do manicures and pedicures, and I make people look good. But in return, I make them feel good, honey. You're not leaving up out of this salon without feeling like, I could walk into any room and I could command it. I'm walking out, and when I'm talking with my hands, if you're like me and you talk with your hands and people are looking, you're not ashamed of what they can see. When you walk outside during the summertime and you're barefoot, or you're at home with your significant other and you may be insecure about your feet, you're not by the time you leave my chair. So that is what it means by self-care, and how that reflection on the inside also comes around to what self-love really feels like. Now, when I just say, pamper yourself and take care of yourself, I do mean massages. I do mean getting hair done. I do mean buying a nice outfit. Preferably leaving the ones with the stains in the trash. We can put a little effort to it. Even I've been down where I didn't have much, but I was able to pull an outfit together and make it look decent. Especially once I realized I have to take better care of myself, because nobody else is going to. And I really need to not go out here looking like I don't care about myself. So again, no shade or attack to my queens. I just want to know, is that it? Is that when we wear, and I say we as whoever, when we wear the bonnets, when we wear the pajama pants, are we just, what is it? Is it I'm too lazy to put anything on? I'm not feeling myself, or I'm not feeling good. So this is what I'm portraying to the world. But then when you walk around like that, don't it make you feel more insecure? Don't it make you feel like everybody's looking at me? Now I'm mad. Now I gotta walk around with a little, mean face because, what you looking at? I don't know. This is just me asking a question because I've heard it said too many times. And I don't want to feel like my queens are being picked on. So I want to ask y'all what it is. And I want the men to chime in. Come on in with your comments, because I really want to hear when it comes to self-love and self-care. And we know, now that I'm talking about it with you guys, it does go hand in hand. Is the issue that we're lacking self-love, so we let self-care go out the window? Is that it? And if that's it, how do we get self-love up and jumping so we don't have to worry about this? How do we increase self-love? Is it just the self-care, or is something else going on? So I'm saying that today to say, what can we do to change this dynamic? What can we do to change how people see people when they come outside and they're in, I'm going to say, very comfortable clothes. And I like my comfortable clothes too. I like jeans and t-shirts, that stuff's fine. But when we're not looking our best, is it because we're not feeling our best? Are there things that we can do to work on feeling our best so that we look our best? Because we do know how society judge. We do know as soon as we walk outside and we're not in the comforts of our own home, when someone sees us, that's the first thing that their first interaction with us. When a stranger sees you, they didn't hear your voice, they didn't hear you talk. Their first interaction with you is what they see in front of them. And then mentally what they're thinking is, ugh, unkept. That person don't take any care of themselves. They must not be smart. They must be poor, or they must, it's all kind of negative. It just spirals down into a negative talk. So what can we do to change that? What can we do? So I'm asking this question to really see what people think. Do they think that the lack of self-care comes from a lack of self-love? Or do they think it's something deeper? But let's have that discussion, because it's an honest discussion and it's been brought up way too many times. Be honest with you, when the whole thing about women wearing their bonnets outside came up, I felt that some women were being attacked unjustly, because I know how hard it is to protect your hair. So the first thing I was thinking, like, well, sometimes you just want to cover it up. Sometimes you don't, want the weather, the sun, everything hitting it. Sometimes it's, it's just not very kept. So we're just going to throw something on. And then what is kept? What is it to have it look good? Because sometimes I'm rocking the big fro and sometimes I'm rocking the crochet braids. So what is it to you? What are you comfortable like that? Are you feeling self-confident like that? If you are, then you are. But if you're not, let's change that. Let's make an effort to show that we care about ourselves with just a little bit of, self-love. Just a little bit of self-love. A little bit more self-love. So I want to, every time when I do one of these and talk on my YouTube, I want to give you guys something, I wouldn't say homework, but maybe something to chew on, something to think about, something to talk about before you come on here and comment. And we're going to, keep the comments as respectful as we can, because we want to respect everybody's differences. We want everyone to get a chance to talk about this and really speak honestly about, when they go outside and they don't feel put together, is it because they're struggling on the inside? And how can we fix that? So remember, self-love, self-care, it really does go hand in hand. And let's come up with ways that we can help when we see someone struggling like this, because it's a telltale sign on the outside when someone's struggling. It really, really is. Without being rude, how can you help somebody do that? How about take a friend out to have a spa day? Men, there's things you can do with your buddies too. If you feel like this is something like your friends constantly not looking kept, like they're taking good care of themselves, what can you do to help them? And it don't just have to be a spa day. It can just be something that's relaxing and guy time. So it's, and going to a spa is not just for women. Men too, take care of yourself. Take good care of yourself. But I just want to put that question out there because it has been brought up too many times. Self-care and self-love, it definitely goes hand in hand. And how can we increase that? How can we fix that? How can we work on that? So leave your questions and your comments and subscribe, follow me, because I'm going to do more videos like this, because we need it, because we're going to increase the love that we have for ourselves and others by first working on the man in the mirror, by first working on ourselves. And we're going to do that one step at a time, people. This is not a fast race. It's a marathon. It's going to take some time to fix some things, but we're going to work on it, and we're going to work on them together. All right, so again, remember, love others, but always have more love for you.